All right, so let's get started. I did receive a question that I figured could be good for everyone to hear the answer to. So thank you, Mayor, for asking. What sort of counts as reading a Mishnah? And so if I'm going to share my screen and I'll show it to all of you. One Mishnah, right? Every day we're trying to cover 3 Mishnayot. But that's really like on your own. When you're in Shiur Mishnayot, we're just going to cover 1 or maybe 2. So on your own, if you want to keep up with us, learn the extra Mishnayot. So one Mishnah, if you're looking at it like on Svarya, it should have just the number right next to it of 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. So today, 4, 5, and 6. In Shiur Mishnayot, we're going to try and do 4 and 5. So then on your own, you'll try and do 6, which is this part here. And none of them are so long, so it shouldn't be. And if
the far left, the far right, right?
If you need help or whatever, if you're struggling, do let us know. We're happy to guide you through it. Also, before we get started, anybody brought hot chocolate, we would love to see that hot chocolate right now that we can see. We have a couple Rosh Beit Midrash here, and I know they were very excited to see everyone's hot chocolate. If anybody brought, good. I see 6. I see. Did anyone else? Let me look the other page. Anyone else bring hot chocolate? Ducks. That's it. Okay. Well, everyone, you are bring hot chocolate every time. The more hot chocolate, the better.
Mommy.
Hold on one moment. There are a couple more people in the waiting room. A lot of people here today, so that's awesome. 41 people. But like sharing computers, that's quite. Okay, so today Benny and I are going to be teaching. Should we start? Yes, great.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want me to start?
Go for it.
Okay, so we are on Mishnah 4 of. Can I make the screen smaller? What do you mean by make the screen smaller?
It's like we can't see all the words.
Are you?
Zoom in.
Why don't you X out the commentary tab?
Oh, sorry, I forgot that was even open. There. Okay. On mute. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna put everyone on mute. Great. Now everybody else is muted. We can start. Sorry, still figuring out some of the logistics. So, Mishnah 4. Higia Shiva Asar b'Mar Cheshvan v'lo yardu b'Shamim. So it comes now. We're in the 17th of Cheshvan, the month of Cheshvan, and no rain has fallen yet. Right? We were talking about last time how we start saying Mashib Haruach M'Rit HaGeshem, and we are praying for rain. And if rain continues to not fall, that's not good. We're praying for rain every day, and we want Hashem to answer our prayers. So we're saying, what happens if it's now the middle of Cheshvan and we still haven't gotten any rain? Individuals begin to fast, right? So we start a sort of series of fasts that the next 3 Mishnayos are going to talk about. Ochlin v'shotin mishecha shecha. So they eat and drink after it gets dark. They eat and drink after it gets dark. Umutarin v'melacha u'virchitza u'visicha u'vinilaz hasandal v'sashmish. So these is now listing like all the things that they're still allowed to do that are sometimes not allowed to happen on fasts. So they are allowed to do malacha, they're allowed to wash themselves, they're allowed to wear anoint themselves with oil. They can put on shoes, and they can also have marital relations. So this is clearly, it's sort of like a lighter fast because you're still allowed to eat and drink at night. The commentary, if you read it on the Mishnah, it says that this fast was actually, it's 3 because it gets progressively for more people in Bnei Israel. So it starts with like, I don't recall explicitly who it starts with, but as each of the fasts go, more people are part of it. So the first one is for less people. If you look at the commentaries, let's see what it says. In the English ones, right, it's only for individuals. It's likely for like public figures or rabbis. So people can take it upon themselves to keep this fast, but it's not like a mandatory one for the entire community to uphold. Benny, do you want to take the next mission?
Okay, yeah, and just to put that type of fast in context of the fast that we have today, right? Today we think of our fasts. Ori, if you could just stop swirling the hot chocolate in the background for a sec. Ori is making hot chocolate. He's my brother. Look at him, say hi. You guys should also be making hot chocolate for your Shiur Mishnayot in the morning because
I already have hot chocolate.
What? Oh, good job, Mr. Kiva. Very good. You've got you and your brother there, right? Both of you have hot chocolate. Wonderful. But I will mute you because that's fun. I can do that. But yeah, we have 2 types of fast, right? We have like the Yom Kippur and the Tisha B'Av fast, right? And on those fasts, when do we start fasting? So if someone wants to unmute themselves and answer, you can tell me, when do we start fasting on Yom Kippur?
On the night.
Okay, very good. And someone else on the other fast of the year, like our Shabbat B'Tammuz, Asar B'Tevet, Tanis Esther, when do we start fasting then?
In the morning. In the morning.
In the morning, right? And on all fasts, are you allowed to eat and drink?
No.
No, right? There's no type of fast where you can eat and drink because that would defeat the purpose. But are you allowed to do, let's say, for example, on Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, are you allowed to wash your hands and anoint yourself with oil and wear leather shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so which 2 fasts are the only fasts where we can't do that list of things, where we can't wash ourselves, anoint ourselves, wear shoes, and do Tashmish Hamita?
Tisha B'Av and Yom Kippur. Yeah.
Very good. Is it the same person answering this whole time? I really can't tell. Hopefully it's not. But anyway, right, so very good. So these fasts that we spoke about here, where we're having the individuals of the community fast, is it more like Tisha B'Av Yom Kippur, or is it more like Shiva Asar B'Tammuz and Tanis Esther? Someone new.
Not like Tisha, like not like really like Tisha B'Av and Yom Kippur, like one of them, like more like a minor fast.
Okay, very good. So
Wait,
now
but
let's
how
see
many
what
days is that for?
So this was 3 separate days.
But does it have to be in a row?
No, I don't think it's in a row. Could check the commentaries, but I would assume that it's probably under the rubric of the Monday, Thursday, Monday fast. Although we can look that up. So now the Mishnah is going to continue, right? So for whoever watched the promo video, you saw that we were fasting and praying for rain, and in the promo video, the rain came. But let's say we do these 3 fasts, and the rain still doesn't come. So Higia Rosh Chodesh Kislev. So if we get to Rosh Chodesh Kislev, so we're turning down the home stretch towards Hanukkah time, Lo Yardu Geshamim, and it still did not rain. This is really bad, because by this time, right, you're a farmer, you've planted, you need rain for your crops because otherwise they won't grow. So what does Beit Din do? Beit Din goes Rin Shalosh Taniot. Again, we have a set of 3 fasts, but this time what's the difference? They're Al Hatzibor. The fasts are on the entire community. But what are the rules for these fasts? We're going to see, is this a Yom Kippur type fast? Or is this a Tisha B'Av type, is this a Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av type fast? Or is this a Shiva Asar B'Tammuz type fast? Looks like someone, Mayor 21 Frankel, texted me, same as before. So that's nice. Thank you. Good job. For everybody else, right? So the law is, we we still eat and drink when it's dark. Umutarin b'mlacha u'rechitza v'tzicha v'na'at sandal v'tashmish hamita. And it's permitted to do work, and we're allowed to wash ourselves and anoint ourselves and wear leather shoes and engage in marital relations. So everyone call it out. I was going to have a poll set up, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I'm going to unmute everyone, and you're going to call out all at the same time. Is this the same or is this different?
Different.
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 Okay, now all of you who said it was different, tell me why.
Because on this you're allowed back. Wait, are you saying different from Yom Kippur, right?
I was trying to say different from the previous fast, right?
This one is mandatory.
Remember, we had two
That's the
Mishnayot.
only
The first
reason why
one
it's
spoke about
different.
the fast on
But
the
very similar.
important individuals in the community. Now I'm going to mute all of you. And the second one spoke about the fast that was on the entire community. But in terms of the difference in the rules between those two fasts, are the rules for those fasts the same, or are the rules for those two fasts different? What is it?
Different. Oh, same.
The same. Same.
Same? Everyone says same?
Same.
Okay, that's good, because I do believe they are the same. Okay, so now Sammy will go over the questions for today that you can answer up on the website. And of course, remember that today we also have to do the 6th Mishnah in order to continue with us for our Siyam. Yeah?
All right. I am very sorry. We were trying to do a poll, but it wasn't working. So we're not going to be able to have that do that for today. Hopefully, God willing, in the future, we'll be able to have a poll. I'm going to read out the 3 questions for the 3 Mishnayot that if you want to make the Siyum with us at the end of camp to follow along. And I'm also going to type them into the chat. So the first question for Mishnah 4, we covered this answer in here, and it's very easy to find. What would incite a fast on the 17th? So I'm trying to type it at the same time, of Cheshvan. Okay, so that's the first question. The second question is, what is the difference between the fasts? The next Mishnah in Mishnah 5 and that in the previous Mishnah, right? So we discussed that there is a difference between the fasts in the Mishnah 5, which is the second one, and Mishnah 4, which is the first one. David Kramer, your question?
Would these questions also be posted on the website?
Yes, we are going to have the questions posted on the website. We're going to type here and we're going to have them read here. So hopefully between those 3 things, we'll be aware of the questions.
How do we get to the questions on the website?
That would happen by going to Midrash and then going.
Yeah, yesterday I wanted to do it, and I looked at the questions to see in advance, but literally just question 1, question 2,
Yes,
3.
That at first that was a mistake on our part. We accidentally put it like that. But for today, I think we're gonna have the questions written.
Will we still get points even though we didn't answer yesterday?
So I think that later in the day they had the questions up, if I recall correctly.
Now, it's not too late to do yesterday today.
Right, you can. I think you can also maybe answer yesterday's question now.
No, but it just literally says question 1, question 2, question 3.
Well,
option 1.
I think
So if you missed yesterday, here's what you should do. Why don't you submit it twice? Because I believe yesterday's questions are still up on the website, right?
No, but yesterday's questions
Or the
aren't.
questions.
Yesterday's
still
questions
they
are not up on the
fixed
website.
they didn't
They
fix it.
still didn't fix it.
All it says is question 1, question 2,
The
and question
questions are up on the website from yesterday. So
No, they aren't.
They're not on the website.
We did because
They
it
are on the
it
website.
was
They're not on the Google form.
because it was confusing yesterday. We did give points to people who answered, even if you didn't remember the question. But in the future, there will be actual questions written out. Like for today, the website updates about 10 a.m. Eastern time every single day. That's where we're gonna have the new questions from today's Shiur Mishnayot. and they're definitely going to have the questions there. But it's true that yesterday was a little bit confusing, and we said, just to be safe, we're going to give everyone points who answered as much as they could, something that they remember from Shiur Mishnayot. You can't just respond like one letter, like that's not an answer. But if you remember something from Shiur Mishnayot and put it there, then that counts.
I didn't get a point for that.
Okay, so I have also posted the 3 questions. The question for the 6th Mishnah that we didn't cover today is, when is the fasting stopped if rain never falls? So insight, sorry, that's a word that is difficult. It means what would cause a fast on the 7th. So what would happen that would make a fast have to happen? And there we go. We also have the website for yesterday in the chat. So if you want, you can copy both sets of those from the chat, and should be good to go. But also it should be posted on the website later today. Stop share. Anything else? I think that's all. So,
Great to see you all.
Thank
Thank you so much for coming.
thank you so
I'm
much.
going to unmute everyone, scream out thank you, or we love Mishnah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Davening, 8:45.
Thank you.